Another type of function that we're going to see periodically throughout this, this class is what's called a piecewise defined function. And we're familiar with piecewise defined functions all the time without thinking about it. One of them is one that absolute value of x is technically a piecewise defined function in that depending on what the number is the rule as to how you say what is the absolute value. So the absolute value of x is just x if x is greater than or equal to 0. Absolute value of 5 is 5. Absolute value of 0 is 0. And it's the opposite of x if x is negative. So the absolute value of -3 is -3, otherwise known as 3. It's the opposite of x if it's negative. So that's a piecewise defined function. And then this is how you define piecewise with this fancy notation. Another example is movie theater ticket prices is a piecewise defined function. So Senator Theater, a historic theater near Loyola, if we're just looking at adult, non-student prices, not a senior, and we're looking at a 3D movie, it depends on what time the movie starts as far as what the ticket prices are. And so reading what the ticket prices are, that they're $13.50 for evening after 6 p.m. movies, $11 for a matinee between noon and 6 p.m. And once in a while, they have early bird movie showings before 11, usually like 10 a.m. And those are only $9, And so we can think of if T is the time of the movie that it starts, then the price of the movie is going to be 9. If T is before 11 o'clock, so I'll write it as T is less than 1100. And it was, what was it, 11? If we are between 11 and 6, and 11 o'clock, and so since that's confusing, we want to write this in 24, we're using a 24-hour clock. Some people call it military time, 1800. And it's 1350 if T is after 1800. And that is how you would formally write the piecewise defined function for the price of movie tickets.